It's been 1 year in the house I bought in Japan, and it's time to get the yearly desludging done on the Joukasou tank. I'm still learning as I go living here in Japan. Even though it's going to hit 37 degrees today, I'm going to keep going painting the entranceway. I'm also going to try and install a Japanese toilet by myself. Let's see how that goes. 録画していいですか？すみません。
23,000
はい。
円です。
はい。ちょうど
はい。
あります。
はい。
これでいいですか？
領収書です。
ありがとうございます。後で水入れてくれますか？はい。The word for this waste management system in Japanese is Joukasou. It's quite common for houses to have this system. It is the decentralized treatment of domestic wastewater. Here in Wakayama, nearly every house has a Joukasou. The household waste goes into a tank. The tank works its magic using organisms to break down the waste. It's also aerated with a pump that runs 24/7. In the final tank, chlorine tablets are added to clean the water before it goes out into the outside pipes. I have a quarterly inspection and a yearly desludge, and that's what today is. Before I moved to Japan, I had no idea about this system, and when I was looking at houses, I was trying to eliminate houses that were using the Joukasou system, but I soon discovered that every house I was looking at had the same system, so I really just had to learn about how it works, and I've decided it's not such a big deal. When I lived in the apartment, I had to pay a sewerage fee, and I no longer have to pay that. I just have to maintain my own Joukasou. Because I've never seen this before, it was really quite fascinating to see how it gets vacuumed up. I thought it'd be really smelly when they lifted the lid, but surprisingly it was hardly any smell at all. There was a slight smell, but it really wasn't as bad as what I thought it would be. I'm guessing that's because I get my tank serviced and it's in really good order. トラックがいっぱいになったら、そこからどこ行くんですか？
このトラック、
はい、
このトラックいっぱいになったら、青岸って言って、
青岸に行って、
そこで処理場があるんで、そこへ入れて
何軒ぐらい入るんですか？
これも1軒だけ。
あ、そうなの。あ、じゃあ1台1軒で青岸行って、でまた次のところ。ああ、なるほど、そういうこと。
水また。はい。8時半になったら止めてもらえますか？あ、
わかりました。私が止めばいいんですね。はい。
で8時半に水止めていただいて、はい、でこのモーターの線今抜いてるんですよ。はい。これ水止めてから挿してほしいんですよ、コンセント。わかりました。じゃあ8時半に水止めてここを挿して終わり。はい。わかりました。わかりました。 ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。ありがとうございました。ありがとうございました。So that's it for my desludging of the Joukasou for another year. I've got a big day ahead, so I'm making some eggs for breakfast. I just scrambled 2 eggs and threw in a couple of veggies, whacked some cheese on top, and I'm just going to brown it off in the oven toaster. And guys, I'm a real person, so today when I do the renos in this really big heat, I'm going to look a hot mess. On this channel, I decided to share everything that I was doing and not just the glamorous and pretty parts of the things I do. I think I want to share all the real things that actually happen day to day. Good timing, it sounds like my delivery has just arrived. I ordered my new toilet seat on Amazon Prime, so it's next day delivery, and I was surprised to see my Tokyo treat had also arrived. Lucky! So this seat is a bidet, and it's the thing I've been missing in my toilet. I have a heated toilet seat, and that's what came with the house. And I watched a truckload of YouTube videos on how to install one yourself. So I'm really keen to just give that a try. It doesn't look all that hard. Famous last words, but let's see how I go. On my Japanese Amazon, this Toshiba toilet seat was ranked number 1, and it was a cost of 16,000 yen, which is quite cheap, I thought. When it's this hot, I find it really hard to get motivated and do things, but my school's currently on summer vacation, so I have a little bit of time to do these things. And I've got a couple of visitors arriving from Australia in a couple of days, so I really want to get this painting done because I know once they arrive, I just won't have time to do it. So I've got to get in, and at least I promised myself I'd do one wall today. I'm tackling this job of painting the entranceway really just one wall at a time. It'd probably be a lot easier to do the whole lot in one hit, but the heat is just too extreme, and I find it easier to manage projects like this in smaller chunks. I've got Millie, my TA, by my side, ready to cause trouble. I know that she will. I find with painting, the most amount of time that I spend is on the preparation, because I know if you do all your preparation correctly, then the paint job always comes out perfectly. So I just take a little bit of extra time to make sure I've used this great sort of taping stuff to tape up all of the glass and tape up the light fittings, and also make sure that I don't spill any paint drops on the stairs. Everything's timber. I'm using a water-based paint, and I'm using a really good undercoat that I found at the hardware store. This undercoat, if you do a really thick, good undercoat on the plywood, then all you need is really one good top coat over the top. And it's all to do with a good thick undercoat, and it sticks really hard. And because this weather, it's just so hot, I can't tell you how hot it is, I'm sure everyone's saying it. Because it's so hot, it's literally touch dry 2 to 3 minutes after you've put it on. But I'm going to give it a little bit of time to cure in between the bottom coat and the top coat. So I'll probably give it an hour, which is more than enough in these conditions. I'm always nervous pulling the tape off, but here we go. Thank you to Tokyo Treat for sponsoring this video. Tokyo Treat is a fun and exclusive Japanese snack box. It features unique and exclusive flavors from all around Japan. Each box is filled with a variety of up to 20 fun and exclusive Japanese snack items, like limited edition Kit Kats, unique flavored Japanese chips, and occasional Japanese sodas that are only available in Japan for a limited time. Every box comes with a cultural guide booklet containing Japanese cultural information and explanation on each snack, like flavor profiles, ingredients, and allergen information. Every month, Tokyo Treat has a different theme, usually aligning with the season or holiday in Japan. As you know, it's summer here in Japan, so this month's theme is Summer Matsuri Flavor Fest. What a great theme. What a great flavor. Mecha suppa means really sour. These are really yummy. It's Japanese mochi. So I'm going to try, this is ramune mochi. The ramune mochi was subtle, really melt in your mouth. Alright, let's try this cookies and cream waffle. Typical of Japanese sweets, they're not too sweet, they're just delicious. That's what this one is. Why don't you get your own box or get it as a gift for a loved one? Then they can experience Japan in the comfort of their own home. Check out the links below and don't forget to use my special code. Alright, moment of truth. Let's see how this went. There are so many areas that I had to mask up, so I guess I was just hoping I didn't have any mistakes here, because it is the entranceway, and with dark timber and then white paint, it's going to look quite obvious if there's any bleeding in between the two. But so far, so good. This is looking like it's okay. It's not perfect, but you know, I'm not a professional. But the main thing is, I think it's quite a good paint job, and I'm very happy with it. Are you okay, Mel? Are you okay, boo? You fall down the stairs. Are you okay? Millie's such a funny cat. She always wants to be involved and be part of the action. So when I bought this house, it actually came with a curtain rail here at this door which divides the entrance into the living room. And I'm actually going to put a curtain up. I wasn't originally because I like the look of the doors. But I found when the aircon's on, I just need to leave a little gap open so Millie can come in and out as she needs to. So the curtain rail is going to act as a bit of a buffer to keep that cold air in the lounge room. And it actually looks alright with the white as well. I also love how much light this house has coming in, so I don't want anything heavy to block all the light that I get in from the front and the back doors. Alright, let's tackle the toilet. So I do quite like this toilet. It's got everything I need in it, and there's nothing wrong actually with this toilet seat, and I wasn't really going to do anything about it, but I'm going to jump on the bidet bandwagon that everyone raves about here in Japan, and I'm going to have a go at this. It just seems like the instructions make it look pretty easy. It's not something I've ever done before, but it looks like anyone could do it. Honestly, I don't mind taking on new challenges. I mean, that's what's got me here in Japan in this house, and if I was afraid to take on new things, I certainly wouldn't be here and doing this. And you all know I've made a few mistakes along the way, and things haven't always gone to plan. But I mean, that's how we learn. We got to make these mistakes, and it's the same when you're learning Japanese. You know, if you don't make that mistake, you're never going to learn that new thing. So I look at mistakes as growth. So when I make a mistake, I learn from it, and that's how we grow. I mean, it's impossible to know everything and be that kind of genius that knows everything. And I think as humans, we've always got to keep growing and learning. So this is a great time to talk about my Japanese course. So I've got 2 courses up there so far, and the first one starts from 0, beginners, and the second one is a follow-up from that one. And I'm looking to add a 3rd course hopefully in the next few weeks. So jump onto my website www.chanijapan.com if you're interested in starting your journey to learn something new and learn Japanese. And we're starting with the script and starting right from the very beginning. Nice. Well, to be perfectly honest, that was as easy as it just looked. It was so simple to install this part. But this is where I ran into some troubles. So everything was great until I had to turn the water valve on, and I tell you what, I just couldn't. I got out the WD-40 or Japanese equivalent, and I used a special spanner. I tried everything, but that valve is just too tight to turn. And I started to think of a message that I get quite often, really. It popped into my head. But lucky for me, I have some visitors coming, and I'm hoping they'll be able to turn the valve on for me. Stay tuned to next week, and we'll find out if I can actually use my new bidet. So it all didn't work out exactly as I'd hoped in the end, and I would have loved to be able to have this working before my visitors arrived, but I am going to have to ask for help here. So I'm staying hydrated, having a hydrolyte now. It is so hot. I can't wait to see you again next week. See you later. Bye.